How much you pay rent?
I'm trying to watch the game here. I'm watching the game.
Which team you rooting for?
You want me to put the tape back on your mouth?
I'm just asking a question, man. Besides, you haven't fed me yet. I went to the University of Michigan. We got a great athletic program. Division I football, baseball, and basketball.
Really?
You're being sarcastic. Okay, what's Michigan's nickname? Huh? Well, I'm just going to take your silence to mean that you've been...
Wolverines. Wolverines.
What are the team colors?
Blue and yellow.
Wrong. It's maize. It's not yellow, it's maize. It's a pale yellow. Cornish. So you're one of those sports guys, huh? You know all the stats.
You think there's something wrong with that?
No.
Wasted brain space, maybe?
No?
I'd say it's about the same amount of wasted space it takes to know Kelly fucking Savalas had a small supporting role in the original Cape Fear.
Hey, I'm not knocking you. I was a huge sports fan when I was at Michigan. The best for those Saturday afternoon football games, man. The absolute best. The whole school, the whole town. Just get pumped up like 3 hours before, you know? We have barbecues in the parking lot, fraternity house pep rallies, touch football on the lawn. I never understood the whole sports thing before I got to Ann Arbor, but once I was there, I was hooked. Actually, the last year, I started to realize what the hell they were doing on the field. Punting, first down conversions, quarterback snoops.
Snakes. It's quarterback snakes.
Right. It's a completely different experience when you realize why the hell it is you're cheering. Without a doubt, the highlight was my last game, senior year. Ohio State was driving down the field for the win. And everyone was screaming at the top of their lungs, but it was all over the place. You know, there was like a let's stop them from this group and go Wolverines from that section. And it's just, there was no unity, right? So I stood up and I just started yelling. Defense, defense, defense. And I stood there for a pretty long time before I started to sit back down. And then it started. That was like 100 people in my section. And then it turned into 1,000. And then it was defense, 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 defense. A fucking 100,000 fans screaming at the top of their lungs. It was pretty cool. What about you? Did your college have a good football team? Where'd you go to college?
No. No, we're not going to do this.
Do what?
Maybe removing the tape for some water and a meal gave you the wrong idea. We're not two pals sitting here watching the ball game shooting the shit, Dan.
No, I thought I was just trying to...
I'm not an idiot.
I know that.
It's not going to work.
Look, I just want...
It's not going to work.
I just want to talk, all right? Just talk.
It could be as simple as me putting the tape back on your mouth.
All right, please don't. I'll shut up. You said yesterday that you didn't want to torture me. You remember that? Well, if you really meant it, then you got to talk to me, because just let me babble or something, because if you just let me sit here in silence, left only to think about this, then that would be crueler than anything you could ever do to me.
Did you stop him? Football cheer, Ohio State. Did he stop him?
No, they threw a 40-yard touchdown pass. They went to the Rose Bowl, and we went to the Heinz Ketchup Bowl in Missoula. So where'd you go to college?
I did 2 years at Liberty Community College.
Liberty, they got a good reputation. Liberty's got a great science department.
Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the best science departments in the country, in the world. In fact, that's where NASA gets all their astronauts from. They're all Liberty Community College graduates. I had good grades in high school. I didn't have to go to Liberty. It was in the neighborhood. It's a neighborhood, same people.
That makes sense.
Does it?
You get lost at those big schools, you get a better education at the smaller ones. Michigan was just one long party.
Really?
Yeah, I was 18, on my own, practically my first time out of Jasper, Illinois. And you just get distracted. That's why it took me 6 years to graduate. You have too good a time.
I wouldn't have done that.
You'd be surprised.
No. If I'd gone away, I would have worked my ass off. But I did. That's what I'm talking about.